You're clear of pit road.
Hey everybody, I am at Homestead Miami Speedway in the Cup Series. You can see other cars on the track, so you can tell this is a career mode. And I'm going to try to lay down a decent lap here. I have ran a 31.8 with this setup. Going to try to lay down a decent lap, then talk about the line I am running, show the setup, all that good stuff. But let's get to work driving, and got to lay down a decent lap here to at least show what this setup is capable of. I'm hoping I can get within about a tenth or so of that best lap there. I've hit these 31.8s pretty consistently. I keep thinking if I hit everything just right, I'll wind up into 31.7s, but it has not happened yet. This feels like a pretty good lap. Let's see what the stopwatch says when I get to the start-finish line. There's my 31.7. So there we go. With that, I'm obviously happy with that. That is a new record time for me. So let's talk about the line I am running here. Coming into 3 and 4, and this track is symmetrical, but I don't drive the corners exactly the same. Whoa, that's what happens when you're in career mode. Let's get back to talking about the corners here, okay? So when I am coming into turn 3, I am driving it in, and I am looking at that black sign up there that says Geico and Cup Series. That's where I am lifting. And I kind of want to start off maybe just a hair above the suggested line, or with the left side tires on that suggested line, and kind of work my way down. I lift there. I try to let it get down near the bottom. When you can feel it get down to the bottom, you hit the gas, you hammer the gas hard. I don't worry about where I'm at, through this part of the corner. If you can be down low, that's great. If you drift up, I don't think it hurts a lot. I do try to cross over that green line if I am above it, and get down below it here on exit. If you hit your marks well, when I'm coming down here, I know if I'm going to have a decent lap if I see a 177 as my speed when I am crossing the line. If I see that or a little higher, I know I got off the turn really well, and I'm set up for a decent lap. Coming into turn 1. Turn 1, I drive just a little bit differently. I start up high, and I don't know if it's a little narrower because of pit road or what, but I don't drive it as aggressively. When you're seeing these orange cones, there's 3 of them, there's 2 of them, and there's 1 of them right by me. When I get to this orange cone is my mark to lift. And it's the same kind of concept. You start off out by the wall. Maybe you're a little bit above the suggested line coming through here. You lift when you hit that single orange cone. Let the car drift to the bottom. When you feel the car settle, you can drop the hammer. Doesn't really hurt you a whole lot to be, like I said, a little above the suggested line through the corner. I do like to try to get down below it on exit a little bit. I feel like that saves you time. And then you're hammer down the back straightaway, obviously, and that is pretty much the line I'm using at Homestead. So let's go take a look at the setup. Excuse me. This looks a whole lot like my Xfinity setup. I think I just changed a few things, like I changed the rear end ratio to a 3.75. The default in Cup Series is 3.6, and I just don't feel like you get the engine RPMs that you need. I feel like the car's too sluggish off the corner when you've got a 3.6. I settled on a 3.75. I looked at a 3.82 and a 3.89 and all these different combinations. This seemed to be the one where I could be the most consistent with it. Other things, I went pretty stiff on the front sway bar. It just seems like that what was happening was the car was giving me that sensation the sway bar's too light. It wasn't stiff enough. And when I say that, what it feels like is when you go into the corner or in mid-corner and the car kind of wants to spin out, or you want to get hit the gas and you feel like the car is like rolling over on the right side and wanting to kick the back end out when all you're really doing is turning the car and you haven't even hit the gas yet, that's usually a sway bar problem. So I went with a pretty stiff sway bar. That's one difference between this and the Xfinity setup, and I went down on the left track bar a little bit more than I did on the Xfinity setup. But those are the main differences. Other than that, I think it's pretty close to my Xfinity setup. It drives pretty stable. The tire wear isn't great. The right front burns a little faster than the right rear, but you still can get a full fuel run out of it. And so as long as I can get a full fuel run out of it, I don't worry about one tire being used up a little bit ahead of the others. So that's what I got. The problems you could potentially run into are a loose off condition, and it is an odd loose off. It's almost like the car doesn't want to spin out as much as it just wants to keep turning left. Like you're coming off turn 2, and instead of drifting towards the wall, it's taking you down back across the apron or something. That especially becomes a problem when the tires wear. I think this is a pretty good setup. If that is becoming a problem for you, go down on your right track bar, go down on your right rear tire pressure, and or go down on your right rear spring. Those are the 3 adjustments that will generally help that condition, especially that track bar. It seems like well, I shouldn't say that. If it's loose when you're getting on the gas, that's usually track bar. Loose where it just acts like it keeps turning, a lot of times that is a spring or tire pressure thing. So that's all I got for Homestead. Hope this works for you and you turn a lot of fast laps and win a lot of races with this. Thank you guys so much for the support. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Up to almost 900 subscribers now, and it seems like we're picking up 5 to 10 every day, which is just fantastic. So thank you guys for the support. Keep it coming, and I will keep trying to put out good content. Hope everybody has a great day, and with that, I will say goodbye.